What is happening? How's everybody doing today? Let me know if the music is too loud or just trying to have a little bit of vibe in the background. Just make sure that I got everything going. There we go. All right, let's get this. Ooh, that's funky. Okay, I guess I'm not going to do Instagram. I think I'm sending the wrong feed there. I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't look right. I'm doing something wrong. Cool. I just won't do Instagram today. Cool. All right. How's everybody doing today? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I am coming to you live back from my normal spot. And today I'm going to show you how I am actually going to claim a bunch of free crypto today. And yeah, I'm going to show you exactly why I'm going to be able to claim it. All right, so let's just go right here and show you. This is Gary Coin. And actually, before I do that, I'm just going to shoot out a quick GM post. Say, let's see if it shows that I'm actually live. It should show that I'm live. Look, am I live? Oh, look at that. I am live right there. Should we see what I sound like? Oh, there's sound. Let's go to audio loop. Oh yeah, look there. Proof that I'm streaming. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot a quick GM post because that's what you do on Twitter. Are claiming your. By the way, I said 25K for the Gary drop. It's actually closer to 24K now because Gary's almost 25 cents. So, you know, math. GM, if you're claiming your share of the 25K Gary airdrop. What am I doing? I can't even say the words. Boom. All right. Posted. And by the way, I do a lot of my GM stuff and all of my interactions through. If you have Twitter Pro, you get access to this for free. Just go to pro.x.com. I don't care what people say. It's still Twitter to me. I don't care what people call it X. It's either X or Twitter's dead. Or it's either Twitter or you could say Twitter is completely dead and this is a different platform. That's the only way I'll rationalize it being called X. Okay, but like stuff that I do for this is I'll actually just paste stuff in here real quick and just go down the line, like, or I even use the emojis, but I'll do stuff like that and just go down these lists real quick. And then I also have some lists for like draft at IGM and so on and so forth. But that's not why you're here today. That's not why we're hanging out, right? That is not why we're hanging out. We're hanging out because I'm going to show you how I am going to claim a bunch more of the Gary. I'm going to show you how I'm claiming more Gary. Okay, so again, Gary is a token. It's part of the Gary economy connected to Draft Tower, as well as, I mean, obviously Gary Coin. There's a couple other token NFTs that are related to the ecosystem, but the main ones are Draft Tower, Stacker NFT, as well as the Gary Coin itself. Cool. So what I'm going to do is the way that I'm going to be able to claim it is actually through the Gary lock system. If you don't know what that is, you can go to Gary.club. If you're ever like trying to figure out, it's like Dunk here, you're talking crazy talk. What are you talking about? Then you could just go to GaryClub101.com, and we just kind of, it's a community run site, but it has all the information that you're going to need to know, like all the good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So let me check something out. I'm kind of figuring stuff out myself right now, just figuring out how to. I just switched to a new streaming platform, and it has a lot more fun stuff that I like, so I'm just testing this sucker out. Okay, it doesn't seem to be. I must have not done that. Okay, we're good. We're all good. We're all good. Okay. Cool. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions. So what I would do is first, I mean, obviously, if you, I'm going to show you how to claim this, but there is going to be more drops. So what's today? This is April, mid-April. There's going to be 100,000 Gary dropped every single month for the rest of this year, 2025. So if you want your chance, that so we're 1/3 through, but there's still 8 months. And last time I checked, 800,000 is still a big number. And you know, right now the token is worth 25 cents. So simple math, 800,000, that's $200,000 right there, just alone, without accounting for the price going up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. I am just trying to show you how to get some free crypto. And you know, with crypto, it's when you interact with a protocol and stuff like that, that's when you get your free crypto. It's all the dope stuff. Let's check in. If you have questions, drop them in the chat. Ooh, what did I do? Oh, I clicked the thing and it showed the, okay. Good to know. What's this? I'm learning about this streaming platform while I'm showing you guys, so apologies. I'm liking it a lot better. So okay, so go to Gary.club again if you want to have all the links. Like we have GaryClub101.com. I think I have this in the description here, but this has a lot of information. But here, so you can go to Gary, and then you could even go to like Jupiter, or you can go to any of, here's the contract. Make sure you're buying the right coin, I think is the really important thing. Actually, like, so it says there's 2,000, it might actually be a little different right now. So it says there's 24,479,034 Gary in existence. Let's see if any have gotten burned real quick. Let me click that. This will actually show if, so the total supply is 24,479,27. So let's just at the 27. Let's look at that again. So this 27. Look, it's 34. So it's actually, there has been a supply dip since the last time I updated this. So that means that like sometimes little Gary burns, and that means that the supply is going to always be going kind of down over time, and there's something that can never be made again. You know, so it's this is it. This is it. We're done after this. Like once it's done, there's no more being created. So once if you got it, if you owned all of the 24,479 and whatever 27 now, then you'd own it all, and then it wouldn't make any sense. But you know, okay. So if you go grab your Gary, and you've got it locked up, and now, let me just grab this real quick so I can show you how to do this, because this is why you're here. Again, if you get value out of these, make sure that you like, retweet this if you're watching this on X. If you're on YouTube, I would love it if you shared this to somebody that needs to hear it. Maybe somebody needs to grab some of this crypto. Maybe somebody that needs this drop. They need, so on average, so if you think about it, like what I've found, I can respect that there's things that are riskier in crypto that that you could put it in and you could potentially make big gains. Power to you. I want you to win. I do. I really do. So I respect that there's a lot of really good quick gains that you can make in crypto. Now, right now, on average, I found that based off, it fluctuates because it's a liquidity pool in the Gary lock system. It's a pool. So it's a pool that the more people that enter it, it just creates fractionalization in shares. So you have a whole bunch of different shares that they get shared to a whole bunch of different people. And the more people that join, the more shares there are. And it's basically based off the weighted amount. So let me just explain that to you real quick, and then we'll get right into it right now. Okay, so you have your Gary, you go to Gary.club, and it's going to look like this right here. Gary.club. And now, so Gary is, it says 24.1, but let's see, on Bird Eye, it says that Gary right now is 24.6. So it's just shy of it's just shy of 25 cents right now. See, and then you can see I'm on Bird Eye right here, and the ticker I have at the top shows 24.69, and everything's pretty close right there. So 26.9. It's what, off by like fraction of a penny, fraction of a penny for those two different ones, because they're different sources. Just so you know why they show different. This is GMGN that's showing there, and this is Bird Eye. So if I went to GMGN, it would match this right here, and it's usually pretty close, and it's because they're different. They're grabbing the data a little bit differently. So cool. So I'm gonna go over here, and there's a couple different tabs along the top, and it might be a little hard to see. Maybe even on here. Maybe that's, I don't know. It's a little, maybe there's a little tab along the top right there, and I'm gonna click the one that says locked Gary. If you wanted to swap right here, you could always swap right here on this exchange. Connect your wallet right here, like there. Hit, see, I have Phantom. You can go ahead and click Phantom, and it will connect your wallet. And then you could also go to the rewards, which is this is kind of a sunset tab. I don't know if this is ever going to have a use again, but it was when there was it was for the custodial wallet stuff, and there was like rewards for if you had a certain amount of draft and stuff like that, and it was one of the use cases. And then there's custodial, which I don't really deal with anymore. It's social connector. It's like so I don't think you need to mess with that. Again, I would just go grab my wallet. And then there's voting right here, where voting takes you to the DAO, which actually before I do anything, I actually just recalled the other day I did a stream, and let me open this up. I locked up 10,000 Gary before this claim, and it says locked Gary 30,000. I didn't deposit. You could deposit it into the DAO here if you want. Let me show you exactly how to deposit into the DAO, and the DAO is how we kind of vote. So I'm gonna hit connect, and I'm gonna connect my wallet. See, it's popping up right there, and I'm going to be able to connect my wallet. And now it's connected to the DAO, and the DAO uses the locked Gary, and now I'm going to be able to vote more. So you don't have to do this step if you don't want to vote. Completely up to you. Just don't lose that locked Gary. So now I can hit deposit, and see there's 30,000 more. I could do less if I wanted. I could do 20,000 or 20 or 1. See if I did that. But one note, it's weird. Whenever you're trying to withdraw, you have to withdraw this entire amount of locked Gary, and then you can just deposit it back. So you can see, like, I have about like a little over 4% of the total vote in this wallet. I have other wallets, but don't judge me on that. So I'm gonna hit deposit. 1 second. Sure. All right, I'm gonna hit deposit, and I'm gonna do the 30,000, the full amount. 30,000 locked Gary. Hit confirm, and you see it's just going to remove that in there, and it's going to add that to this amount right here. So I'm gonna hit confirm. So now you see that it added the 30,000 locked Gary to this total. So I have 705,255 locked Gary, but divide that by 3 would be the amount of Gary that I actually have deposited into this. And when I'm ready, you know, it's super simple. You just go to governance, and you'd be able to, I always would my proposals, and you want to release all your proposals first, and then you can withdraw right here. Just put the amount. Actually, that was the thing. You can't change this. It's weird. You have to click the total amount, and it's going to give you a pop-up. I'm not going to confirm it, but you confirm it, and it would just remove it from the DAO. And remember, you can't unlock it until the lockup window ends. Okay, so now that you know how to lock up or add stuff into the DAO and remove it from the DAO, if you so choose, I'm going to go back over here, and then I'm going to go, I'm just going to go back to Gary.club right there. So we're back at this site. So we got our wallet right here. So I just have a wallet that I keep like my main DAO in. It's almost the only thing that I do with it. Like I have some stuff that got airdropped to it, some older stuff, but I really only use it for this one purpose. Be careful out there. Don't click on anything by accident. So I only really connect to this wallet to really this exchange now. Like for the DAO, like I do use this wallet for DAOs, I guess is the thing. Cool. So now I just go to, again, locked Gary. And now I'm going to connect my wallet. I'm going to click here. I'm going to connect Phantom. And at this point, you don't need any connect. It just connects it. So it's going to take a second. Sometimes this might take a moment. And just so you know, like there's been times when this has not actually worked as smoothly as I would like personally. But I'm starting my day off with probiotic, some probiotic sparkling drink. It's mojito flavored, so I could feel like I'm raging even though it's 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. So you can see right here that I have all these different claims. For some reason, you can only claim, make 11 of these in these wallets. So there's only 11 total. So I really only do one big lockup a month, if that. So it doesn't really make much of a difference to me. So I'll just keep these locked up. And then if there's ever any, like, you have to put it in another wallet, or what I do is, like, see how I can hit withdraw right here. If I hit withdraw, I'm not gonna actually do it because I don't want to withdraw it. Give you a pop-up. You'd need to have the locked Gary in the wallet, just so you know, because it burns that locked Gary when you withdraw. And it says not enough, obviously, of the token, the locked Gary, to unlock it. So that's what will happen if you don't have the locked Gary back in your wallet. And I mean, like, not to say that it's impossible. I don't want you to ever lose any of your assets. But say, for instance, whatever, you do something stupid. Let's be perfectly honest. Say you do something stupid and your locked Gary gets like you lose one somewhere and you have 1,000 locked up, and you lose one locked Gary. You go and lock up like one Gary. You'll have to sacrifice it and get your one locked Gary back. And you can unlock that, but then that other one would just be stuck there forever. Just so you know, don't lose your locked Gary. I could only just warn you so many times. So okay, so I'm not going to do this, obviously. So rejected. But what I can do, like at that time, I would remove that and see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locked ups in this. So I would need 3 more. But like for instance, this one unlocks May. This one unlocks in May 13th, which is right before the next probably claim. I probably locked this up for a claim, in all honesty, or something like that. No, I did it in November. It was before we were doing these claims. But it unlocks on the 13th, so I could technically withdraw it, and then if I wanted to do another, or I could do it right after the next claim, and just when I relock that, I could just, or if I want to relock it, I would just unlock that and add whatever addition to this, and then that's my strategy. You can do whatever you want. Come on, do whatever you want. All right, so I'm going to show you. Right now there is 105 Gary in my wallet. 105 Gary. So just I've been stacking up Gary for a while. I've been there through like some of the ups and downs of it as well. So I probably hold a little bit more than most people, but it's because I've stacked it up. So you could do exactly the same thing. So all what I need to do to claim this is hit claim, and look, this one right here, 69,000. I definitely didn't do that on purpose. 69,000 Gary locked up. 3x multiplier, which gave me 3 times the amount. So I'm going to hit claim. So 1,326 Gary and change. So I'm going to hit claim. Boom. So remember, 105 Gary is what we started off with, and I have what like a little over, just shy of quarter of a million locked up in this wallet. So it's claiming. So look, it gave us this pop-up. Now I'm going to hit confirm. Always double check that you're signing with the right website. Not financial advice, but good advice. I'm not giving advice. So you got this pop-up right here. It says success, Gary Lock rewards claimed. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, it might fail. The blockchain's going too slow. There's nothing I can do to stop that. I'm sorry. I'm not a magic magician. A magician? Yeah, that's the word. That's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. Done. Okay, look at this. So now, just like that, I have 1,431 Gary in my wallet. Now, this usually refreshes. I find on mobile it's completely fine, but on desktop I kind of have to disconnect my wallet and then reconnect it, and then it usually grabs that. If it becomes kind of an even bigger issue, there you go. So if it ever becomes an issue, and you just refresh the page. Again, if the blockchain's going slow, there's nothing I can do to stop, like, fix that. That's just like come back later type situation. Like if I was doing it right now, I already claimed all my other wallets. I kind of have a lot of wallets. I spread things thin. So okay, 215 more from this wallet. Let's hit claim. Confirm. Look, now I'm getting all burnt. Look, these are gonna go fast, man. I only got two down, and I only had, what, 8, right? Okay, let's see if this actually refreshes. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah, I got my Stream Deck. Look at this. I got it all set up with my new stream software. Look, I could hit, there's the buttons there. I can go up, boom. I could be like, a boom. Oh, where's Jonathan? He's invisible. I could hit the next button and be like, a boom, a boom, a boom. And then I could be like, oh, these are not done yet, by the way. I could be like, oh, that one would actually have like a guest there. I could bring people on. It's super dope, guys. I know you love it. I know you love it. And this one is completely undone yet, but you get the idea. Like, I could just have like this is so much better than I love Streamlabs or StreamYard, but it's not. Okay, look, it didn't do it. So look, I have to reconnect because it didn't do it automatically. There it goes, and so. So my first stream I was using, again, it was Streamlabs. I was using this thing called Slipstream for this music, and every single song, they're copyright-free songs, by the way. So I'm free to use, and I got like flagged on every single one. It was kind of funny. Actually, I think I probably still need to put the credited part in this on YouTube. I don't get in trouble again. I submitted it and they released it, but it was like they had every single song that played during my stream. I had to submit a thing to say, hey, this is not copyright infringement. These are free, and they're like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm like, it's weird. It's weird. Okay, so now let's do the third one. So if I click claim, now it says 0. There's a little invisible X there. I don't know why it doesn't show, but hit claim. Look, another 576. Hit claim. All right. And look, now at 2,223. Yeah, I can subtract 105 from that, remember. So I'm just going to disconnect this. Remember our pattern. This is pretty simple. Now that's reloading. I mean, well, that's loading again. Ooh, not that one. Look at the, oh, geez, look at that. Look at, did it go over? Did Gary? No, it didn't. Still haven't gone over. Let's refresh that page. You think we're gonna? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that we are gonna go over 25 cents today? I think we are. I think this is gonna be like a nice, fun, bullish thing that we could all do together. Like, just get this over 25 cents and hold it there. Because, by the way, I'm gonna show you this in a. Let me get this next claim done. Okay, I think I was in the fourth one, right? Was that the fourth? Yeah. So, by the way, if this still shows a number and you click it and it's already been claimed, sometimes it doesn't update right away. It would just show an error here. You can't claim it twice. Sorry, you can't claim it twice. Okay. There we go. What are we at to now? 2,383. Let's disconnect and reconnect. Let's see. So it'd be like this. Oh, Ooh, that's a small one. Why is that so... What's the... What the heck is going on? Is there additional claim? What is going on here? Did I just get punked? I just got punked. Somebody punked me. That's actually kind of weird. Look, I think that something else was just added into. So the way that this works, roughly, I've never done it myself, but I've read about it and I've been told. But you take the Gary, like you would take the Gary and put it into that pool, and then people could just claim it. So once it's in that pool, people just are able to claim. So that is kind of really crazy that I just guess I'm gonna claim these extra amounts. I'm not gonna. Well, maybe it is a glitch. Okay, maybe it's a glitch. Let's refresh the page. See, that's a good example right there. I just got excited. Like, that was kind of really weird. I mean, if there's an extra, like, couple Gary that's in that pool, I will take that Gary. Let's see. No, see. Oh man, I was so excited for like an extra 100 Gary right there potentially. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay, 80. Let's claim that one. Okay, there we go. And I also like, I mean, I know one Gary is one Gary, one Solana is one Solana, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. That's a great way to look at it, but I do love seeing that dollar value going up right now. All right. What? That's funny. Let me know if you like these types of streams, by the way. I enjoy doing them. Just got to get the ball rolling on them a little bit more consistently, and then now that I got my new computer back, or not back, I never had it before. Okay, back. Okay, I don't know why that locked. It was weird. Okay, where were we? Claim. This one? Did it do it? Did I claim it already? I'm not sure. No, I didn't. Confirm and claim. All right. Let's just continue our pattern. See, this is one of the things I'm like, this is why I recompound. I don't like doing all this. I'd rather just click one and claim everything. But c'est la vie. It's the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on. So this one was one that I could unlock. See, I got 19. So you can see, like, for 1,000 that I locked up at 3x, you can see I got about just shy of 20. So just a little over 19. Between 19 and 20. That's the math. But I'm going to claim that. But I left that. I actually left that one ready to unclaim, just in case, because I needed originally 1,000 for to do when the stacker goes live in order to unlock autonomous trading. But the thing is, I have a stacker, so I guess I don't need like a stacker agent, which is actually there's only 50 of those, and I guess I don't need the 1,000, so I might be able to just merge this into one eventually. But I just kept it on the sidelines just in case. All right, here's a big one, 96,000. That's about, oh, that's even bigger than that one. So this is gonna be a big claim. Let's see, big claim, 1,851 Gary. Hit claim, boom boom, confirm. This is when the number jumps up. Look at it, it's gonna jump up. Oh gosh. Is it gonna jump up? Oh, it's gonna refresh. There we go. Alright, we got one more to claim. Mm. Again, let me just double check this is done. Okay, claim, confirm. Last one. Okay. Done. Still connect those just for funsies. All right, let's just do some math skis. So some math. Not really the best calculator that you can get. Like that's the top calculator. Okay, I'll just use the one in the browser. Okay, so I had 105. So we have 4,620. I'm gonna round down for this. 4,623. 4,623. Gary minus 105. So that's how many I got. 4,518. Now, let's go over and math it real quick. So Gary right now is 0.2470. 0.2470 times 0.2470 equals $1,115. All right. 1,115. And by the way, I have other wallets, so it's actually all transparency. It was probably closer to like 1,500. But yeah, math. This is the only one I'm going through right now. Transparency. Transparency. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna go over to the tweeter and just say something like, there we go. That's where it's at. And I need to set it up yet. Don't judge me. I go to Emojipedia and I go search for giraffe. And then I click this. I need to set it up on my computer. My old laptop had that screen on top. Now I don't have that. I really actually like that. And I miss it, and I'm angry at you, Apple, for removing it on the new computers. So there. And then I always put like the 3 giraffe. Ooh, that's not how you spell Gary. I just claimed $1,115 in free Gary. Now here's the thing. Also, I just want to like establish that's at 24 and 24's. You know, whatever 70, whatever the math was, 24.2470 or whatever it is. It's fluctuating. It's always changing, and that's with that price. So the thing is, once Gary hits $1, which I'm very bullish on that, partially because like the thing is like once we hit 25 cents, the USDC pool is going to take over, and it's going to be fun. Less fluctuations, less market manipulation. It's going to be so great once we're off Solana or off Sol. But yeah, so that means that once we hit $1, that's like I just claimed $5,000. If you think about it, like just think about it. So I'm gonna hit post. It's gonna be great. Boom, 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 boom. Anybody say hello yet? Somebody say GM. But what I do, but for this, by the way, just like now that I have this, I'm going to show you this real quick. I'm not going to go through it right now because I actually got to go in a second. But you could, all of these are grabbing like the most recent ones. If I refresh, it should be fine. Here, just refresh, bud. you get the idea. So I can just go like, nah, and then I write it like a GM post, whatever it is, and you can go through these, and these are just like the ones that you don't really have to like, just make sure that they're GM posts and just go through them, paste. You could even create a couple variations, and or create like a paste different ones with like something like a stream deck. Cool. I'm not gonna go through that right now, but I just wanted to show it since I had it up on my screen. Again, look at this. This is really super dope. I am super stoked about this stuff. I was able to do that. Now I'm probably going to lock up some of this, but I'll wait a little tiny bit to figure it out. I just like having the liquidity on the side just in case I need to like use it for some other use case, like I was saying with the 1000 right here, which I could unlock if I need to. But I'll probably end up locking this up as well. I'll do it in another video, just so you guys can all see and hang out and see me do it. Cool. Awesome. I didn't have a whole long today. I actually have a shoot I gotta get to. So if you don't know, I actually work in film and television, but I gotta head off in a little bit. I got like 30 minutes before I have to head out the door. But I wanted to make sure that I showed this because it did happen today. The Gary lock system. And if you did want to lock up more, just remember, all you do is same thing. Come to the same page. You connect your wallet just like I did. Like I connected my wallet, and like say for instance, I'm not going to do it right now because but if I say hit max, now it shows the whole amount that's in my wallet, and I could say the duration, and this affects the weight. Like, so this is what you're actually getting your reward based off of. So if I want 3x the reward, I could lock it up for 6 months. If I want 1.8x the reward, then I can lock it up for 3 months. But you know, I usually lock it for 3. Hit lock, you got a pop up, confirm it, and then it will remove the Gary from your wallet and mint you locked Gary. And in order to get your Gary back, you need to submit your locked Gary to burn it, so you can get your Gary back. So just remember that. It's really simple. It's not as crazy. Let me know if you like these live streams like this. I'm enjoying them, and let me know where you're watching from as well. I really want to know where you're watching from. Cool. All right, awesome. So I'm probably gonna do another one like this tomorrow. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Take care. Peace out. Keep creating. Keep earning passive income, and I will see you in the next.